Hello and welcome back to the channel. Really glad to have you here. If you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, check out the videos, see if it resonates, and would love to have you on board. So today I'm taking you with me on a short tour to the local souvenir shop, which contains many gemstones and crystals, as well as other souvenir items to do with Europe and Finland. So hope you find the video helpful. We will also talk about some basic tips and important information that you need to know when choosing and caring for your crystals, as well as cleansing crystals and programming them to make sure that you get the most out of your crystals and gemstones. So stay tuned. Selecting the crystals that you want and taking care of them is a really important part in building a collection. This can also become a very rewarding pastime, as well as having interesting subtle effects on you as well as your living space. When you're choosing crystals, bear in mind that you will be attracted to stones because of their color, their shape, or their size, or for many other reasons. Remember that you and the crystal share mineral elements in common. Crystals have their own frequency thanks to the arrangement of their molecules, and so do you. This means that if a crystal jumps out at you, or you feel sensations of tickling when you pick up a particular stone, then this stone is for you. It has been demonstrated with willing subjects that human electromagnetic energies change when crystals are brought near the body. You are simply reacting to the stone. You should also trust the feeling and go with it, and just hope that you are not drawn to the most expensive crystal out there. Remember that there is a difference between a naturally terminated crystal point, such as a quartz, or a stone that is being polished, cut and shaped. One is a natural state and the other one has been worked by human hands. So bear in mind, obviously the crystal that has been cut, polished and shaped has the energies of all the people involved in the making process. So make sure that you cleanse the crystal quite carefully, the one that's polished and the one that's raw as well. So once you've purchased your crystals, it only makes sense to clean them. They have been mined, extracted, possibly tumbled or cut and sold to a wholesaler, then transported, brought to sale and handled by so many people before you. Cleansing is not just about removing dirt, grease or dust. It's also about clearing the previous energy from the stone. There are so many different ways that you can clean and cleanse out your crystal from the energies that it's holding. Bear in mind that you need to pay particular attention to researching what crystal you have and what is the best way to cleanse it, because some methods cannot be used with specific crystals. So one of the best ways that you can clean crystals is using natural flowing water, and water neutralizes negative energy stored in the stone and directs it back to the earth. So with the flowing water method, all you need to do is hold your crystal under cold flowing water for several minutes and just visualize all the energy traces being dissolved. Another way of cleansing crystals is using saltwater mixture or coarse sea salt, piling up the crystals on top of coarse sea salt. And some crystals work that way, some crystals cannot be blended with salt. You can also use sunlight to energize the crystals. Also, you can use moonlight or put the crystals out under a full moon. Another way is to use the sea or the ocean to cleanse the crystals, which we've talked about before, and just make sure that you secure them in a mesh bag or a mesh cloth so you do not lose them. And you just do that for a simple 10 to 15 minutes. Another really good and easy way to cleanse crystals is to basically smudge them using herbal smudge sticks made from white sage or rosemary or whatever smudge stick you have on hand. You can also use incense as well. Crystals should be cleaned regularly, especially if they're used for healing. So some crystals cannot be wet. Common crystals that cannot get wet include amber, turquoise, red coral, fire opal, moonstone, calcite, as well as selenite. So a good rule of thumb is that many stones that end with ITE are not water friendly, and you need to make sure because you don't want to damage your precious crystals. So what are the crystals that cannot be cleansed with salt? Never have salt close to malachite. Malachite is one of the crystals that cannot be cleansed with salt. It's very toxic and it should only be used in its polished form. So some healing stones such as calcite, selenite, dioptase, also they will crumble when they come in contact with water. So with these stones in particular, you need to use incense for cleansing. Now there's a little bit of a debate going on as to whether you should program the crystal once you purchase it and after cleansing it. Programming the crystal means that you allow new energy to flow into your crystal from you, making it unique to you. So basically, some experts say that you do not need to program the crystal because a crystal that's not programmed will still do what it does in its natural state. So it basically uses the energy to assist you in the problem that it feels is necessary for your highest good. On the other hand, other crystal experts say that it's really important to program your crystal so it knows what it needs to do. So one of the best ways to program your crystal is to sit down in a quiet place with your stone or crystal cupped in your hands. Close your eyes and focus on your breathing, taking deep, slow, regular breaths. Center your inner energy on your purpose and allow your intention to flow. If you do not have a particular intention in mind, you can meditate on the crystal by holding the crystal in your hand and stating clearly in your mind, only the most positive, high-level energy may work through this healing stone. So focus on your intent for a while, focus on your breathing, then end your meditation with "so be it," and the stone is now programmed. I hope you found this video helpful. I do apologize on the camera angle, and I will pay attention to that in the next upcoming videos if I do take you on a store tour. Please let me know if you are interested in such gemstone crystal videos. I'd love to do more. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.